this is Cheryl and welcome back to my channel. This is Star Garnet Stitchery, and so welcome. And this channel is primarily about cross stitch and crafting and quilting and all the other things that I like to do, but usually it's going to be about cross stitch and quilting and maybe some books thrown in. So welcome, and if you are new, thank you for watching, and if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate you guys clicking on my video and watching it through and leaving the comments and the likes and all that stuff. It's been really awesome, and thank you so much for subscribing as well, because that really does mean a lot, and it helps me know that people are interested and they want to keep seeing the things that I make. So let's get started. Today is Sunday, March 16th, 2025. If I'm looking down, because that's where my notes are, because this video is going to be full of lots of things. I have book information to talk about. I have quilt information to talk about. I have cross stitch, a finish, a whip. There's going to be a giveaway later on in the video. And also, like, yesterday I was able to go to a market release party, so I have things to share, and it's good stuff. It's good stuff in there. So so I hope you'll be interested and stay tuned. But let's get started here. First thing, so the in the last video I was talking about the books I read, and I was saying how I was going to start. I was finishing Midnight Sun, and I was almost done, and I really enjoyed that book, and it's very interesting. It's very interesting to read from that perspective. If you've read it, you understand. If you haven't read it and you are a Twilight fan, then I would suggest reading it, just because you get a lot of other perspectives about the other characters, and that's something that I really liked. And then I was going to read the Hunger Games trilogy and the prequel, because there is going to be another book being released this coming up Tuesday, which is, what day is that? The 18th of March. They are releasing Sunrise on the Reaping, which is a book about Hamish Abernathy. So if you're familiar with the Hunger Games series, you know who that character is, but it's about his life and his perspective and all about, you know, how all of that played out for him. I am in the process currently of rereading The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So you know how, I don't know if you are a person that likes to reread books, but I tend to do that because, especially when you're reading books quickly, like, these books are not challenging, so to speak, to read. They're more like, I mean, they're meant for young adults, right? So I know I'm not a young adult, but I digress. This book is, you read through it, it's fast paced, it's very much like it's like immediately like this, right? Very in-depth information that happens in it, and so you just get absorbed, but you don't always catch things until, like, you reread it, right? Like, you read through it and you're like, wow, that was a great book, and you like it enough to keep the book or to reread it maybe in the future, right? So that's when it goes on your shelf. Well, this book, because I am a collector of books, I probably wouldn't have got rid of this book even if I didn't care for the book, only because I like to have all of the series together on a shelf, you know what I mean? Anyways, that's a whole nother story. But this book, when you reread it, you catch all this information, and you start to see how things happen later on, during the original trilogy time, and like why Snow operates the way he does and stuff, because this book is all about President Snow when he's young. And so it explains where he gets his thought processes from, and why he is the way he is, and it kind of gives you more insight into why he does the things he does in the Hunger Games, not the movies, because the movies are very glossed over. You kind of just get the idea of the story, but in the books themselves, they are more, it has more in-depth information about the characters, obviously, because that's usually how it is. But anyways, I highly recommend this book if you liked the original Hunger Games trilogy and you didn't know this book existed, or you were like, I don't know if I want to read that. It's worth the read, in my opinion. But I also really like the Hunger Games because, yeah, I reread them often. So, yeah. Oh, I just remembered something. Okay, so as I said just previously, I am a collector of books. And so this book was released, I think it was the end of last year or early this year. I don't remember, but I was totally sleeping on it and I didn't realize that it had been released. It is the illustrated edition of the Hunger Games. The illustrated edition of Catching Fire is also being released this year, I think in October. I think that's right. I'll insert a picture of what the cover looks like. And I got this at Walmart because it was like $5 more expensive than getting it from Amazon. But that way I could pick my book and make sure that I liked the quality of the binding and everything, because I'm weird. And this is beautifully illustrated. It's black and white illustrations. It's black and white illustrations. I just love that. Look at the Mockingjays, guys. It's just so cool. Anyways, I know. You're here for cross stitch and all the other things, but I just had to share it because I just thought this was so cool. And I'm really looking forward to the illustrated edition for October for Catching Fire. I'm really excited about that because I just really enjoy the fandom books. I just do, okay? Like, I just love them. So, and just a side note, if you're a Harry Potter fan, as obviously I am, you can see up here I have Harry Potter things. If you were not aware, there are 2 different editions of books that are series, and they had kind of been cut off because the kerfuffle with publishers and illustrators and all these things. But there was the editions of the Minalima editions of the novels of Harry Potter, and those stopped at book 3, and that was super annoying. But it's been said that they are going to release book 4, and I'll put a picture of the cover, and I'll try and link it below so you can actually watch the video where they talk about it. And so that's going to be released this year, I believe. And then they found an illustrator for the last 2 books of the illustrated edition of Harry Potter. Those are going to be, I think they're slated to be published. Book 6 is going to come out next year, like the end of next year, 2026. So it's going to be very exciting times. I'm very excited. And then I also have a book that's going to be coming out that's part of a series that's like 26 books long or something like that. It's the Elm Creek Quilts books. So if you like to read and you are a quilter and you like history and you like women-based books, those books are very interesting and I like them. They have a good storyline. They talk about different things in the Great Depression, back to the Civil War, antebellum, the 1920s. There's so many different time frames that the books weave in and out of the characters. It talks about the Underground Railroad a lot. It talks about all those things, like, in a good way. Like, it talks about good things, and then it also explains, like, the history of quilts and things like that, and they talk about that in a story form, which is very interesting. If you're a quilter, you might enjoy those books if you've never heard of them. So they're by Jennifer Chiaverini. So if you're interested, just look those up, the Elm Creek Quilts books. Okay, so now we are 10 minutes in and there hasn't been anything shown. I'm so sorry. first thing I'm going to talk about is the whips that I have been working on. So in my last video, I showed in my haul a layer cake and some fabric that I was going to make into a Modal Love quilt, which is a, or maybe I had finished Rose, I can't remember. But anyway, so that quilt is finished now. Like, I've quilted it, I got the label on, I'm in the process of binding it. So this is the backing material. You can see there. I'm gonna, cause I'm by myself, it's hard to show giant 72-inch by 72-inch quilts on my own. So I'm going to just show you like the close-up stuff, and then I'll insert photos. So like I did like a feather plume in the teal sections, and then I did just ruler work in the main fabric there, and the color of the thread, you can, as everything falls, it is variegated. And this this quilting is done free motion, so I did this by hand. There's no computer, and I just sort of made it up. I was originally gonna do just like loops, like, you know, scrolly loopy things, and then my mind and brain had totally different thoughts, and I ended up doing a plume feather, and I'm like, well, I guess that's what I'm doing for this quilt. So that's how that one worked out. So that is almost a finish, and I'll probably post that on my Instagram. I do have 2 Instagrams. I have my Star Garnet Stitchery Instagram, and I have my personal Instagram. And I will, they're listed below, but I will also put them on the screen here so you can see. My personal Instagram is ShareBear0607, and my business one is Star Garnet Stitchery, but they usually collaborate on posts so that both, if you follow both, then you see them both, I guess, if I post on one or the other, if that makes sense. So I will be posting on there about this because I had never done specific things on this before, and so I was like, well, I guess I'll figure this out and see how it works. You'll see like a picture, I'll post it here, where I did like a circle of plume feather, and that right there was basically like I just took a bowl and I drew a circle with chalk, and I just did bump back feathers to try and like fill that space, and I'd never done that before, and I was like, well, even though this is a gift, the person will still love it if there's mistakes. So, and I'm not perfect, and I don't try and aim for perfection when I'm making quilts, because that's impossible, right? So I just knew that the person that is receiving this quilt would just love it regardless. So I knew that if I tried something and it was a catastrophe, I could always rip out the stitches and unquilt it, but and try again. But it ended up working out okay, so I was pretty pleased with that. So that's almost a finish. The next whip I have that's quilting is my friend Risa and I are doing this quilt. There is a quilt along with Fat Quarter Shop for the 10th anniversary of Quilty Fun, which is a book by Lori Holt. And I am very behind. I've had a lot of issues with getting to quilt and doing certain things that I would like to do. And so I am a little behind on the quilt along. My friend Risa is almost done. She's working on the border right here, and she's almost done, and I'm just like, okay. So we're supposed to finish at the same time. I don't think that's gonna happen, but so the last thing I did on this, so these are all the rows that I finished so far, but these are called, I think it's called Twinkle Star row, and this is how far I got on the row. I got all of the blocks pieced, and now I just have to put it into a row, which won't take very long. I just have to actually have time to do it. And the way things are right now, I don't know when I'm gonna actually have time, but it's okay. So let's see. Let me move all of these back. And I think I've shown these before, these blocks or these rows on my old channel with my friend Jeanette. But you'll see it once the quilt's done, and I plan to work on it further, probably in the summer, just because of situations that are happening right now, and quilting for pleasure is not really on the top of the list. So, but that's okay. The other thing that I talk about quilting is I got some fabric from an estate. One of my friends, her name is Pam, she passed away, and that was really sad to hear. She lives about 2 hours north of me, and so I don't get to see her all the time. And so the last time I saw her was like a year ago, and I knew she wasn't doing so great, but you know, she couldn't really have visitors, I guess. And anyway, so her son was going through her crafting room and her quilting room and started pulling all these things to donate to the quilt show that's up there, to sell and to raise funds for the quilt show. And so all of these reproduction fabrics that I have here, like, I was able to purchase those from the estate sale. And then I also got this book, Joe's Floral Album by Joe Martin, Sleigh Bells. It's a patchwork place. So cute. You can kind of see like close up, sort of. And Autumn Bouquet, also by Patchwork Place. It's a Martingale book, which Martingale no longer exists, unfortunately, because they have beautiful books, or had. And then the score was this Blackbird Designs book, Home Sweet Home, and it has, this is the main quilt, so it has like the information on how to make all of these blocks with all of the applique and all of that. But there was also other projects in here. There was some wool projects, which I also do wool. I love wool. And there was this really pretty one that had flags. Oh, there's also rug hooking, which is making a comeback, which is awesome. I love all that stuff. Let me find it. It's in here. It's really pretty. It's there's all kinds of fun stuff in here. Maybe I'm lying. No, I'm pretty sure that's part of the reason why I grabbed this book, was because I really liked the flag. Let me see. It's probably that one there. I mean, there's a lot of projects in here. So if you're able to locate this book, I would recommend it if you're a quilter or you like wool. It has some really awesome projects in it. This one's called Old Glory. It's very like muted colors, very old Blackbird-esque. I think I might even have some fabric that would work for this that is Blackbird fabric, so it's very exciting. And these books are basically new. I think she used this book only, this Blackbird book. Everything else, I don't think she actually used anything from the books. So they're basically brand new books. So now I have those in my stash, and I'm going to make something beautiful with her fabric, and I will dedicate the quilt to her. So, so that is all I have for quilting. So I'm going to pause for a second, grab the cross stitch things, because I got finish, I got a whip, I got haul, and giveaway. Yay! Okay, hold on. Okay, so first thing I'm going to talk about is my whip. Yeah, it's my whip, and then I'll do my finish, and then I'll do a plan. Yeah, plans. So the first one I'm going to talk about is my Lenten stitch, and it is by New York Dreamer. It's called Jesus the True Vine. It's kind of glary, sorry. And I've been working on this every day for about 30 minutes. Some days get more, some days get less, just depending on what I got going on. And I need my board. Oh well. And I have been working on this since Ash Wednesday, which was on the 5th of March. So we're a full 10 days in. And this is how far I've got to. So I finished the first vine and I have the first set of words in. And then right here, there will be a word that's like this. That's like the center of, like, horizontally or vertically, I mean. That's the center of the design. So I am stitching this on 36 count vintage country mocha with called for floss, 1 strand over 2 linen threads. And it's so pretty, you guys. It's kind of sort of blowing out. That's a better representation of color. It blows out really bad in here, and we are in a gloomy day outside. So I can't, it's not really showing very well, but so that is where I'm at. I have not stitched on it yet today, but I will. Probably while I'm waiting for my stuff to get off the cloud or to the cloud or whatever you call it. I don't know. I'm not a tech person. So anyway, so that is Jesus the True Vine. So I'm going to be working on this until basically Easter, or until I finish it. And then if I finish it, then I'll get another stitch to work on as my daily Lenten stitch to work on for 30 days. And I've been watching partial episodes of The Chosen each day. I was going to listen to podcasts, but they're not very like Lent season focused, I guess you could say, that are long enough. Like they're only like 5 minutes, or they're meant to be like a devotional, like a quick daily thing. And I need more stuff in my ear while I'm stitching. And so I've been rewatching season 1 of The Chosen. And so I started doing that partway through last week. So that is what I'm doing. This bag is from Jordan, the Tattooed Stitcher. And I loves it. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love it. Okay, and then let me show you it was a whip, and now it's a finish. Oh, here's my board. So let's see. I have March wordplay. So it's middle of March, and I wanted to finish it before the beginning of March, so it could be FO'd or FFO'd and put like out, and that didn't happen. So it's fine. I stitched this on 36 count linen in the color Heartland by Picture This Plus. And I used the called for threads. However, there were omissions because they either didn't have them in stock, or I forgot to order them, or something. I don't know. But so this is where it is. It's all done. So I just need to finish, like fully finish it. And then it'll go in my, like on the little setup or whatever for the monthly swap out. So I have this Priscilla style where it's going to be washers and magnets. But this is the pattern. March wordplay by With Thy Needle and Thread. And you can get this a few places online if the store also is a brick and mortar. But I think the best place to get these specific charts, this series, is through Brenna Gervais herself, which is Country Stitches Online. At this time, I don't know of other shops that carry them or have all of the series. They tend to go in and out of stock pretty fast, because even though this is like a 12-year-old pattern, everyone still loves them because they're great. So that is what I have so far, or it's all done. So I just need to FFO it. So I don't know when that'll happen, but because we're already partway through March, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. So that is my whip and finish. So yay, I have a finish, and I actually put the last stitch in last night. And then I also decided what my plan, because I'm planning to stitch all of them. I originally only had February completed, and so I went back and stitched January at the end of last year, and then I started the March one as a March 12 by 12, but then I got really distracted. Otherwise, I probably would have finished it faster, but it's fine. So this is what I'm gonna do the April one next, which is, it's got a cute bunny and some daffodils and honeybees and all the things. This has a surprising plethora of colors. Like, it's almost excessive how many colors there are that are almost the exact same color. So that's one thing I'm not so excited about, but I mean, I had the colors, so it's fine. But like, these are, I'm just keeping all of the colors that I know are being used in this series, and I am keeping them all on a ring. So these colors right here are for the April. Like, all of the, look at all of these colors are using this little baby chart, which means that there are going to be some where it's used for like 5 stitches or something dumb like that. But here I am still doing that, but whatever, it's fine. So these are the colors, and then these are the colors that are left over from March that I'm going to just keep on this ring. There are some substitutions because there's some colors that have been out of stock for a while that are Gentle Art, because this series is designed in Gentle Art sampler and shaker threads, so Gentle Art threads. And so sometimes some of their threads go in and out of stock, and they're out of stock for a little while, and then they come back in stock, and there's a million of them, and the market's flooded. And then there's another floss that is, there's usually one floss a year that just is a unicorn and you can't find it. It's usually how that works with Gentle Art. But anyways, so that is what I have going on with that. And then I am going to stitch it on an Atomic Ranch. Let me get that board back. Let's do the board to help me help myself, you know. It's an Atomic Ranch, so it's a different vibe than the original thought, because I was originally thinking maybe I might do Platinum by Weeks Dye Works. So this is called Winter Mint by Atomic Ranch, and it's like a soft minty greeny blue, very soft color. However, it pulls all the colors really well, and I know you can't really see that great because, you know, there's so many flosses, but I did a floss toss last night, and I had some Platinum pulled and this fabric pulled, and then I laid it out, and I asked my husband, because he's really good with colors, and I said, which one do you think? And he chose the Winter Mint, which is the one I was also kind of like leaning towards, so that worked out really well. So I'm going to start that soon. I will probably be starting in the center, just because of the way that this fabric is cut. It's like the perfect size fabric, so that's also another reason that I'm not cutting into fabric and making another piece smaller. So anyway, so I'm going to be starting that fairly soon, maybe tomorrow or today, I don't know, depends. I might actually get the motivation up to take down Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day is still up in my house, which is very abnormal for me. I'm usually on top of this kind of stuff. Like by Ash Wednesday, or soon after Valentine's Day, or by the beginning of March at least, I have all of Valentine's put up, and then I have spring out, and it stays out until Memorial Day, or around Memorial Day, like mid-May or so. So anyway, so that's my plan, to work on Jesus the True Vine and to start this pattern here. But, you know, plans, right? The for sure plan will be Jesus the True Vine, just because of what the purpose of that is. So anyway, so that's that. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh yes, so my birthday is not next week, but the week after, and I am actually going to be going away to take care of my mother. So if you are a prayer or positive person, positive thought person, sending some positive thoughts for my mom and prayers for my mom to be strong through her treatments, and for me and my sister who are going to be caregiving her. And I'm going to be having to leave my state, leave my family to go do that. And I'm okay with that. Like, you know, this is what I'm supposed to do, you know, and I want to. And so my friends, I saw them yesterday at the party, and one of them brought a gift. The other one's sort of like, I'm gonna mail your gift. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I don't expect gifts, but anyway, my friend Megan, she has an Instagram. I always say it wrong. It's something Spider Stitcher, but I'll put it on the screen. You should follow her because she has some really amazing finishes. She just finished is it Nora Corbett, like Miss Spider, something spider. I don't know. I'm really bad. Maybe because it has to do with spider, and I don't like spiders. Maybe that's it. I love Megan, but I don't like spiders. But anyway, so she bought me these Lego flowers. They're the snow or what are they called? Cherry blossom, cherry blossom. And she got me a 2-pack so that I could, when I finish my geisha, I can display them somehow together because I love Lego. You can't see up on this top shelf up here, but there's Harry Potter Lego up there. There's Lego all up there, and there's Star Wars and Harry Potter land of Lego over there. We like Lego in our house, and so she saw this and she said that she thought of me. So I love it very much, and I'm so grateful to have friends who think of me like that. And I can't wait to, like, this is a motivation because I want to make these right now. Okay, so it's a motivation to finish my geisha so that I can make these and put and display them together. Like, it'll be so awesome. So I'm thinking that I'm going to be needing to get her back out so I can finish her, maybe. Yeah. So anyway, so I got a little present. So thank you, Megan, for that. So I have 2 giveaways, but one of them is in with my haul because I bought part of it yesterday. So I think I'll do the giveaways at the end. And so if you are interested in winning something that's a giveaway, then you will want to stick through to this next segment, which is going to be about my haul. Now, I know a lot of people don't like haul. They don't like market. They don't like market haul parties and all that stuff, and that's fine. However, I got some really good stuff. So if you're here for that, then stay tuned. So we have, let's see, let's put that there. Okay, so I have this bag. And this is not all of my market things because I did order some things from Farm Girl Dry Goods and it has not shipped yet, which is a bummer, but it is what it is because I'm kidding things. So, and I ordered fabric with it too, so that's probably part of it, but whatever. I have plenty to stitch. And as you know, almost everything is going into the box of swag because I am not going to be keeping things to where I can just start them right now. Like the rule is if it's a gift, I can start it, kind of a thing. My husband basically said that all of this was a gift, but I bought it myself, so I'm not sure. The one exception might be is if like my friend group wants to do like a stitch along or something like that. But very rarely do I just buy something and then just start. Like I'm trying to not do that. I'm trying to just, you know, stitch things that I already have, you know what I mean? And then keep the stuff that I just bought in a box so that it can marinate for a little while. So, okay, so I did, let's see, let's start with this. So, I did place an order with 123 Stitch because there was some fiber on a whim fabrics that I needed to make sure I had in my stash for various reasons. And then these 2 are just extras. So there's going to be some crinklies, so I apologize in advance. But this is a 36 count Hazelwood by Fiber on a Whim. Oh my gosh. I saw this. Who was it? I think it was Jordan, Tattooed Stitcher. She had it on her channel and I was like, well, I need that. So it's a beautiful color. So I'm sure I can find many uses for this. It's a fat quarter, so depending on what I start, right? So I have that. I also got some Affogato by Fiber on a Whim, which, as you know, if you are a Plum Street Samplers stitcher, that is basically what is called for on almost all of them. And I know the one that I just had out, Hazelwood, and these like look very similar. They're very same but different situation. Same but different. Like this one's a little lighter. This one's more brown, like walnutty. And then this one's just lighter. So this is the Affogato by Fiber on a Whim. Both 36 count because that's my favorite. I need more 36 count in my life because I'm finding that like for a while there I was buying some like 32 count, 28 count for no, I don't know why I was doing that because I don't stitch on that. It's not that I don't like it, and I'll use it if it's for a specific reason, but typically I will reconfigure the chart so that I can stitch it on 32 count. I think I also mentioned in a previous video that I am doing the Black Needle Society Downton Abbey box, which is, I think you can't get a box anymore. But stay tuned to their vault on their website because they sometimes have, what are they called? Like extra boxes, or they'll have product that is from the box in the vault that you can get. And sometimes they make the first pattern available to people. So this is the color Cornflower by Fiber on a Whim. See, it gets white and then you can kind of tell, you know. So this fabric I bought for two reasons. I wanted to have half of it for my Downton Abbey piece and half of it for the new Petal Pusher Anne's Orchard, because this is the called for fabric for it. And I was like, well, I already need to buy a blue anyway, so here we are. So I have this for two reasons. And then these are the flosses for the Downton Abbey. And I'll try and remember to put a picture in of what the design is supposed to look like. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that, so maybe I won't do that. I don't know. I think it's like a secret until the box is released. So anyway, so it's kind of a floss toss. And then this is like the border and the words and stuff of the design. And I'm going to have to actually message them and try and make sure that they mail my box to my mom's house because that's where I'm going to be. So anyway, so I have this. It's Cornflower by Fiber on a Whim, 36 count linen. By the way, this is a beautiful color. So if you're needing like a beautiful like skyy blue like cornflower, right? So this is really gorgeous, and I really like this color. So I'm glad it was actually called for a chart that I got from Market, because like I pre-ordered that chart and I was like, that actually would be perfect for the Downton Abbey piece as well, because I just think it'd be so pretty with that. So, because I think the called for Downton Abbey is like some tan color, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Not doing that, sorry. And then the other fabric that I got is also a Fiber on a Whim. It is also a called for fabric for the Fragments in Time, and there was another one I think that was called for using this Silver Fox by Fiber on a Whim. I cut some of this off because my friend Megan, who gave me the Lego, her birthday is one day before mine, so we share birthday gifts. So like we're almost birthday twins. So we always try and make that day special for each other. So I gave her a fat eighth because we both want to stitch that together. So we already have the like the free border from Summer House Stitch Works printed out, and I actually saved it on my tablet so I could put it on there. So this might be one that I start, even though it's a new release. I might start this one because my friend Megan really wants to start it with me, and I want to start it with her. So we might be doing a stitch along with that. And if I do end up doing a stitch along, I will post more about that. I don't know how often I'm going to be able to film while I'm in Arizona, but yeah. So I might just be posting like community posts or, what do you call it? Like on Instagram or something. So, so that is what I have for previous non-market party haul. So, let's talk about first. Oh my goodness, guys. Let's talk about what I pre-ordered, shall we? So I pre-ordered, I only ordered from 2 shops. I ordered from Bella Rose Needleworks, which is my friend Jeanette. Guys, her market party was so good. It was at a hotel because she doesn't have like a brick and mortar. Hopefully she gets one. I know that's her dream, is to have like an actual store. So hopefully that dream comes true. But she outdid herself. She had every chart she didn't buy every chart, but it looked like it, man. Like, she had so many new things. She got Brenda Gervais. She got all the Plum Street. She got Blackbird. She got the new Santa from Prairie Schooler. Like, she had all kinds of things, and she's going to be doing a needle minder of the month club through Flamingo Toes and all this stuff. Like, it's so awesome, and I'm so proud of her. She came home with a ton of fabric. She was able to score some fabric from Fabrics by Stephanie, which is amazing. She was able to get fabrics from Fox and Rabbit, which is also amazing. She got some Winx Dye Works fabric. She got some lap and loops. Like, she went, dude, like, she busted her butt for us, and I am so proud of her. Like, she did such a good job, and I wasn't sure, like, if she would, like, what was going to happen with that, you know, because it's her first market. We didn't know, and she did so good, and I'm just so proud of her. And her party was beautiful, and, you know, I helped her cut fabric pretty much for 3 hours straight, but, you know, I was more than pleased to do that. She's one of my best friends, and I'm so proud of her for doing that. And yeah, so anyways, I ordered from Bella Rose Needleworks, which has a website. She's also on Etsy, but I think she gets more of her cut if it's off of her website. So I'll link both below, but her website is the best place to purchase everything, because that's where everything will be. But I also ordered some things from Farm Girl Dry Goods, as I said, but those have not shipped. So I got the cookbook because I have all of them but the first year, because I didn't even know it existed the first year, and I didn't go to market that year that it was released. So I can't really show the patterns in here. The Teresa Kogut Berry Bowl will be stitched this year because it's really freaking cute. It's a small, it's 70 by 70. So even though it's small, it's like still almost big. It's not quite like an ornament. There's like this cute tomato. There's a bunch of cute tomato ones. There's folky ones. I mean, there's even a wool one from Primitive Gatherings in here. So, this is really awesome. I know Jeanette has these still as of this taping, which is Sunday the 16th, the day after the party. I know she still has a few of these left. So you can head over to her website and purchase your copy, because they are collector's items at this point. The next one I got is the Samplers and Primitives Patriotic Bouquet. I'm not super pleased with the printing of this. It's not Samplers and Primitives' fault on that, but I'm not super pleased with the quality of it, but you know, it is what it is. I was really looking forward to getting this chart, and then I saw it in person, and I'm like, that's never going to sell to people because the quality of the printing was not good. Sorry about that. So anyways, so Samplers and Primitives, the Patriotic Bouquet, I'm looking forward to stitching the actual stitch, because I know that the design will be more gorgeous than what is printed on the picture. Also, in advance, if you guys hear any chewing noises or any of that, it's my dog. I gave her a treat so she would not be like harassing me. So Bella Rose Needleworks has a classic Colorworks Belle Soie, which is the silk, monthly floss pack club. And you can subscribe on her website. I don't think it's available for a subscription on Etsy. But I would go there. I can link it below. And these are the January, February. Guys. Oh. Sorry, as I'm dropping everything. They're so pretty. So that is the January color palette that came. Now, obviously, I'm just getting mine, but that's because I was a slacker and I didn't order mine. I didn't sign up right away for various reasons. I think because I was pre-ordering a bunch of market things instead, but I just went ahead and did that. And then, so this is the January Belle Soie. So you should sign up for your, to be on the list for this, because these colors are so pretty. And if you've never worked with silk before, this is a great way to try them. Like, cause she has them as individual packs as well. The March one she sent, it's so funny. Cause I asked her, I'm like, hey, do you know when the March one's gonna come, you know? And she's like, oh, you know, it's supposed to be here any day, but I don't think it'll be here before the party. And I was like, oh, bummer, you know, like no big deal. Well, she gets home from the party and there they were in the mailbox. They were delivered yesterday. Poor thing. She's like, darn it. I'm like, it's fine. Like, it's fine. Like, don't you worry about it. And then also the new colors that are gorgeous. The new Belle Soie. Because I like working with silk. And then these are the February colors. And they're gorgeous. So that is the February. Strawberry shortcake chocolate. They both say chocolate. That's not right. What is the other one called? Because they come like this from Classic Colorworks. So clearly the card is wrong. I don't remember what this color is. I need to figure that out so I can write it on there. Because that is not what that is. It's like, I don't know. It's like cotton candy or something like that. I don't remember. Oh, look, there's already dog hair in this. So yeah, so if you're interested in building your stash, because these are really great to swap out, like for other colors that are similar, because there's quite a few charts that are stitched in Belle Soie as well, that are like Little House Needleworks and stuff. Yeah, so gorgeous silks to work with, and they are 12 ply. They're 12 ply French silk that is over dyed by Classic Colorworks. And okay, so that was also a pre-order. The next pre-order, because I made a few orders with her, was Dirty Annie Southern Style Buckle Up Buttercup. Because, I mean, that sheep, you guys. Look at that sheep. And these patterns are great. They're full color and they're large, so you won't have trouble reading them. And I think I might have a fabric that'll work for this in my stash by Mystic Fabrics called Cabbage. And I think it'll be the right size. Because it's 36 count, so it'll be smaller. But, yeah, it was originally stitched on 32 count. And this looks like a small pillow, but it's actually a big pillow like this. It's huge. But I love this pattern. Buckle Up Buttercup by Dirty Annie Southern Style. And, okay, and then my third bag of pre-order is Fragments in Time 2025 Halloween Edition number 1 and 2. So I got the first 2, and then the next 2 will be released in May, I believe. And these are by Summer House Stitchworks. So the first one's like a haunted house. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's called Willow Rest is what it's called. No, I lied. Haunted House. And then the one with the tombstones is called Willow Rest. Oh, it's so cute. It's so... I love this chart. I love them. I think they're so pretty. I love how spooky they are, but like still cute. Like even look at the little jack-o'-lanterns, right? Like in the walkway to the haunted house. Like, they're like spooky, scary skeletons, scary, you know? They're super cute. I love them. So that is the first 2 fragments in time. The next is one I mentioned before by Petal Pusher called Anne's Orchard. So it looks like this in the package, but it looks like that. And I asked my husband what his favorite chart was beside the one that I'll show you next, which is one that I bought because he asked me to. I asked what his favorite chart was, and he chose this one. He liked how simple it was, and he loved the houses, and he loved the colors. So Anne's Orchard by Petal Pusher. And the one that my husband chose, because he wants me to stitch it, is by the Artsy Housewife called Within a Dream. And you can stitch it either like this, where it's 2 separate pieces, or you can stitch it in one long piece like that, which is like really cool. But he really liked it because, you know, the crow and the skull, and he just really, he thought it was gorgeous, and so do I. So, now the puppy's over here, so I don't know. I think she's taking a nap now. So Within a Dream by the Artsy Housewife. Super pretty. It's a mixed bag, you guys. I'm just saying. Like, the stuff that I ordered is like, there's no rhyme or reason. Okay, so the next one I pre-ordered was Plum Street Sampler's Friendship Garden, which I put in my top picks. And the next one I put was the Artsy Housewife Summer Feels, which I do have the 36 count Berry Crumble by Oak Crown Studios on order. So hopefully that will ship soon. So I have it in my hot little hands. And then it's using, let's see. It uses all the things. It uses Classic Colorworks, Gentle Art, Weeks Dye Works. Gigi, the designer behind the Artsy Housewife, she and her husband Boone, they have a YouTube channel, and they actually did a video where they showed all of their releases. So you could actually see the coloring really well. And I had already pre-ordered this anyway, but I was like, yep, that was a good choice for me. So the next one is by Annie B's Folk Art, Patriots In. And I love everything about this. I really love this old school 80s heart. I just love it. I love that. Look how cute it is. It's so cute. I love that. So this is Patriots In by Annie Beez. And the last thing I pre-ordered was Tomato Hill by Plum Street Samplers. And I think this was an exclusive to a guild or something like that. It's some kind of like club piece type deal through an EGA in Colorado, I want to say. I'm not positive. But I'd heard about it and I was like, oh, that's really cute, you know, but like I just put it out of my head because I couldn't get it because I wasn't a member, and I knew it would be released eventually because Paulette always releases her exclusives later. So I was like, I'm not worried about it. I'll just get it later. And here it is. Tomato Hill. And she did say that her autumn moon is supposed to be released in the summertime. So that's kind of vague, but here we are. Okay, so now all the things I bought at the market release party that I went to, that was hosted by Bella Rose Needleworks. And if you went, you know what I'm talking about because it was such fun things. Okay. So the first thing, one of the things I bought was Stench Stack by Plum Street Samplers. I really, really liked the little like they're so stinky and they're cute though, and the pretty flowers. So apparently it says, did you know a group of skunks is called a stench, which makes why it's called Stench Stack. How cute. The more you know, right? And there's some free charts that I cannot show you because it's just the chart. I also picked up, I had Jeanette buy this for me. This was designed by Annie's daughter, Dixie, and she was going through a really hard time, and she designed this, and it helped her heal from things that had happened. And Annie says on here, she's my hero. And because Annie's a friend, like, I know, like, how this helped, and I see it now, how it's helped her. And she says she's my hero, and Dixie's my hero too. Her daughter's my hero. So on the surface, it's a Wizard of Oz piece, but it means a lot to, these words can mean so much to so many different people in so many different ways. And so this is a very inspirational piece for a lot of people. So it's called Ruby Slippers by Dirty Annie Southern Style. And it's just beautiful. It is stitched on marbled hazelnut from XJU Designs using DMC threads. It's all DMC. And it was stitched on 42 count. All right then. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, that makes sense. But yeah, so obviously you don't have to stitch it on 42 count, but isn't that beautiful? I just love that. So Ruby Slippers. Oh yes. I'll show the bag in a second. So I've been to market before a few times, and when you walk into Stacy Nash's room, it's like an experience. Like, you can't go in there and not have an experience, because the room smells so amazing, and there's candles lit, and they might be fake candles, but everything around in the room smells really good. There's bee wax everywhere. There's buttons, and it's just like, I imagine that's probably what her house looks and smells like, because it looks and smells like her charts. Does that make sense? Am I making sense right now? I hope I do. But I had smelled some of these smells before as candles, and I didn't understand what a lotion bar was, so I just ignored it. Silly me. If you're interested in learning more about what the lotion bars are, if you go to Stacy Nash's Instagram, she has a video about how to actually use them. Like, someone demonstrates, and you literally rub it like you would a piece of soap. So the smells I got was Sweet Pear, and it contains coconut oil, shea butter, beeswax, vitamin E oil, essential oil, and fragrance oils. This smells so good. Like, even my 5-year-old was like, Mom, can I have some on my hands? I want to smell it. I'm like, okay. And it smells good, and it actually works. I have really dry hands. I've already used it. I brought it home last night, immediately washed my hands so that they were clean, and then I put this on. It comes wrapped in this beautiful little wrapping wax paper. Oh, it smells so good. So this might be strong for some people, the smell. It's not a light scent. So if you're not a scent person, this might not be for you. But she also has candles that are the same smells. This smells delightful. It's called Sweet Pear. The other one that I ordered was lavender, because I love lavender, and I like to have the smell of lavender when I'm sleeping. I again used this last night before I went to bed, and I mean, my hands have been really dry lately, and they're starting to heal, which is amazing because I've only applied this a few times. Oh, it smells so good. It's like lavender, but like a sweet lavender. Oh, it's just, yes, please. The other smell, I only got 2 because I was like, got to control myself a little bit. There was also one that was like blood orange. It comes in these cute tins that screw on. There was a blood orange one, and there was one called like Laundry Line, which is like a clean laundry smell. They all, like, I don't remember smelling the the blood orange one, but the laundry one, I know exactly what that smells like. And if you are a clean smell type person, like you don't like botanical smells, that one is for you. It is so good and it smells really good, and there's candles and there's lotion bars. I highly recommend these. If you are able to locate them, if you are able to, I know Jeanette is going to try and get more because she didn't know if anybody would want these besides me because I'm weird. But no, everyone was like, what's that? I want some. So, and they're great for stitching. Oh, I should tell you, it rubs right into your hands and it just leaves softness there. There's no grease. There's no like any leftover stuff. Like you smell it, but you don't have any residue on your hand. So I rubbed this in, waited like a minute, and then I immediately started stitching, and there was nothing on my hands. There's nothing. Like I don't feel like I applied this before I started filming. And I just feel my skin. I don't feel any residue. So these are amazing. I highly recommend them. I plan to probably get another one. The one other thing I bought was this super cute zippy bag. It's a Lori Holt zippy bag that Jeanette made through Bella Rose Needleworks. And she likes to attach charms. Sometimes there's no charms because these cost extra money, you know, to add them. But I love zippy charms, and you can kind of see on my scissors, I use them as fobs. I also use them as zipper pulls because they're super cute. And then this is the inside, Lori Holt fabric. And this is the back. And she had some other ones on her website. So if you're interested in those, you can snag some up. And then she also had some Pride and Prejudice ones that had charms, and those charms are no longer available. So if you're interested in getting a Pride and Prejudice bag, I highly recommend going to Bella Rose Needleworks because she has them on there. Isn't that cute? Who doesn't need more project bags? I know I do. Because I'm going to be starting the thing, so I need a bag. Okay, what's next? Okay, so let me show that. Gotta find the chart. It's in here and it goes with it. Oh my goodness sakes. Okay. So this is a limited, no, what did she call it? Exclusive. Nashville exclusive. So the only way you could get this is if you attended market. So eventually this might be made available. It's not a limited edition. It's just an exclusive to people who went to market. This is by Shakespeare's Peddler called Joy. And it is done in, it's done in DMC, it says on the back. However, threads used are sampler threads. Oh, I lied. Samplers used are sampler threads, including 3 limited edition exclusive threads from Nashville Needlework Market 2025. A DMC conversion is provided as a convenience, but may yield different results. So I bought 2 of these. One is going to be a giveaway because you can only get these threads if you attended market. These are Gentle Art threads. It has the entire thread pack, but it also includes the 3 limited edition colors by Gentle Art. So this will be in the giveaways in a little bit. But I bought one for myself too because, hello, it's so pretty. Look how pretty that is. Like, I don't want to take it out of the pretty package. You can kind of see it in there. Oh, yeah, you can kind of see it there. I don't want to take it out because it's so pretty. So, Joy by Shakespeare's Peddler. Okay. Let's grab this stack. We're nearing the end, I promise. Okay. So, I picked up The Earth Laughs by With Thy Needle and Thread. The reason I did my pre-order with Farm Girl Dry Goods is because at the time, Jeanette wasn't sure if she'd be able to get the charts because there was a situation with the pre-order situation with with a needle and thread. Doesn't matter. So I pre-ordered the other 2 charts like as kits, but I also ordered fabric. I ordered the fabric for this chart knowing that I was going to be stitching it. Like I wanted to stitch this and I wanted the fabric. The fabric is Dusty Road by Seraphim. But look at that bird. It's such a gorgeous design. Yeah, I love it. There was the other one that was on Arborarium or however you say that. It's like the green, the dark design with the pink. I think it was a pink house. I don't know. I really love that design as well. I like that a lot. But anyway, so this is the Earth Laughs. And I am shaking everything. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to adjust what I have here. Okay. So, hands-on design. There's a hare in my garden. I talked about my last video about this situation, and I am so excited because I love this, and this might end up being a stitch along where I stitch it with friends. You do need a full fat quarter of fabric because of 20 count, like if you stitch it on 20 count, which is what I'm doing. So this is a 20 count chocolate milk by Fabrics by Stephanie. I went ahead and made my own labels because there was a lot of Fast and Furious cutting and labeling yesterday. So I just made new labels that were cute. And then she also had floss packs. And I think if you're interested, so you don't have to try and go and find the colors. Bella Rose Needleworks had some of these floss packs left still. So if you're interested in stitching this, and she also had the linen. So I know that was kind of hard to find. And I am very much looking forward. Sorry, my dog's laying down. Sorry if that shook the table. But I'm very much looking forward to stitching this. It's so cute, and I love the pearl cotton colors. They're so pretty. You know, Cathy knows what she's doing. It's so cute. Like, look at those pin minis. Pin minis are like large, and look how little they are on top of the berry. It's so funny. So there's a hare in my garden by Hands on Design. And I will be getting the other ones. I can't wait for the tomato and for the pumpkin. And she said there might be others because people like really enjoy the idea of the big, amazing produce thing. So hopefully she'll design other ones after that. So the other thing I bought was some 36 count by Fox and Rabbit in the color Cactus Red. This is a new color by them. I think this is a gorgeous color. The other color was called Sandcastle, but you know how like different counts of fabric dye differently? So like 36 count is going to dye a little bit different than 32 count or 28 count linen or even Ada or whatever. Like they all kind of dye, they dye a little bit different. The 36 count that Jeanette brought home was a little bit more orange. It kind of reminded me of like an orange version of ballet slippers. If you know what I'm talking about with that, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, this is a really gorgeous color. I love it. I can't wait to stitch something on it. I don't know what yet, but I'm gonna stitch something. And I'm so happy. I got a fat quarter of that, and I am so pleased with that purchase. I'm pleased with all my purchases. Let's just be honest. This is 36 count linen in the color Saltbush by Fox and Rabbit. So, I just picked up another one because it's called for everything. Also, wouldn't this look amazing on there? Me and another gal that was there yesterday, we were like, oh, it was kind of funny because I cut her a fat quarter, and then because I had already cut myself a fat quarter, and so I knew I was going to be taking a fat quarter of it, right? So there was a fat quarter left, and then another gal was like, oh, I want a fat quarter. And Jeanette was like, is there any left? Because she went and bought all this stuff for us, but she's like wanting a little bit something for herself. And I think that that is totally valid. So I think she picked up the last bit of the salt bush. I'm not sure if she actually did, or she let other people buy it. Knowing her, she probably let other people buy it. But yeah, so I got some salt bush. Now this is not a new color. It's called White Clay by Fox and Rabbit, called or a 36 count. If the light changed in here, I'm sorry. It just like a dark cloud just rolled over us. So it's a really lovely, neutrally gray, like you can kind of see. So see, that's like white, and then you can kind of see what the coloring looks like. I hope you can see that. So I got a fat half of this because I am thinking of so many things I can stitch on this. There is a chart by Brenda Gervais called Rejoice Evermore that was released 2022? 2021? 2021. It was released in 2021, I think. I don't know if it was a re-release or whatever, but I've been wanting to stitch that since it released, and I'm thinking this fabric with the Vicki Clayton silk conversion. I'm thinking. So that is all of my market haul. So last year, if you watched last year, there was way more, I think, and that was because I went to market. So I was able to like buy things a little bit less expensive because I'm buying it at cost. But I mean, look at the box of swag now. Before, it only had 2 things in it. Now look at what's in there. Look at all this fun stuff. I know. It's good times in here. All right, so now it's time for the giveaway. So if you stuck this far out into the video, I say thank you so much for doing that and for watching and commenting. Please like the video. You must be 18. That is important because I need to have your address and I don't want to get in trouble. So you need to be 18 to comment on this video for the giveaway. No saying any of the forbidden words of like giveaway, you know, me please, or win, you know, all the words that you're not supposed to say. So don't say those in your comment. I would like you to tell me, if you bought from Market, what was the thing that you bought? And what was your favorite thing that you bought from Market? I can't tell you what my favorite thing is from Market, to be honest with you. I think it's the fabric, all the fabric I got. But tell me what you're in your comment to enter for the video or for the giveaway. You are going to answer what, if you bought from Market, what your favorite thing from Market was. And if you didn't buy anything from Market, what you're currently stitching. So that way we can all share, right? And then at the end of your comment, you're just going to put the numeral of what it is, okay? So I have 2 giveaways, so there will be 2 separate winners. A viewer, her name is Amy. She's a super nice lady, and she has a book of days. So this is my book of days, and I know we are in March, and this giveaway will probably close like the 1st of April or something like that. Yeah, let's say that. Let me see. So let's do not April Fool's Day though, because that's not good time. So let's do April 2nd. I will announce in the community post if I don't refilm, if I don't film another video by then. I will close the giveaway on April 2nd, 2025. So so I have a book of days, and Amy had a book of days, but she ended up going a different route for her recording for the year. So she wanted to give away one of, it's brand new book of days for 2025. It's not been written in or anything like that, brand new. So if you are interested in, and you could just pick back up, you could pick up in April when you get it, you know, and start recording what you do. You can have it rebound with adding pages, however you want to do it. So if you weren't able to find a book of days, you can enter to win this one. This is, you're going to put numeral 1, so the number 1 in your comment if you are wanting to get the book of days. And the second giveaway is going to be the Nashville exclusive from Shakespeare's Peddler, Joy, and the floss pack that I purchased myself while I was at the release party yesterday. So I purchased these with my own money. And so this is going to be numeral 2. So you're going to put the number 2 in your comment below. You have to like the video. You must be a subscriber. I will check. So this is number 2. So that is all I have for today. I think I got a good haul. So if you guys stuck around this far, I appreciate you guys so much. And I appreciate everyone who comments and has, you know, shouted me out, or they've, you know, if anyone's mentioned me, I don't know. So if you heard about me somewhere else, let me know. And I really appreciate all of you guys watching my videos and commenting and liking the video and being a subscriber to me. I really do appreciate that. And so I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to film next, but with the giveaway, I will post something on the community tab. And I will likely reply to your comment. Maybe I'll figure that out to notify the winners if I'm not able to film, because I'm going to be taking care of my mother. So I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have to film a floss tube. But I might just do a quick live video or something like that that'll save to my videos. I'm not sure, but the giveaway does close on the 2nd of April 2025, so April 2nd. And I thank you all so much for watching, and I will talk to you again very soon, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye.